Okay, what's up, everybody? Happy 8/7 of 2025. Yesterday, I was talking about how this area on the 4 hour, once again, this is not financial advice. Yesterday, I was talking about how this area could be an area of turbulence, and it was. Um, we'll just go on the 5 minute. Earlier today, or during London session, came up, uses that consequent encroachment of that fair value gap as support, boosted up, but then ended up flushing down a little bit. One of the things I want to note, and this is the thing that I observed, is on, I believe it was the daily, no, when it was on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we did come down during that little turbulent area to hit this buy side bell and sell side efficiency, and we hit it right at the 25% of the quadrant zones. Oh, let me flip it out. Let me flip it. Make it look like it's on. Okay, hit that 25% on the imbalance right here. This fair value gap, buy side imbalance, sell side efficiency, and then reacted really strongly off of it. Um, this area is something that we may have to start thinking bullet. Ever since that hit it, I was like, okay, plans have changed. I really wanted that flush down, especially right here. Well, it's on the certain contracts, but like let's just say on this 1 hour, now we're starting to hit. We got a little imbalance right here. Um, we're starting to react off it a little bit. I want to see what happens there. That's a key area. Is that high at 23,567? This is going to be like a no-fly zone for me. Let's look at ES. I want to see if there's anything that really comes to mind. If there's any sort of when ESU 2025, just kind of, this may take a little bit. Let me look at it real quick. Yeah, came down to that imbalance even on the 1 hour. Okay, so right here, this and this. Okay, some things I want to note real quick is this and this SMT. If you look to the left, yeah, I'm going to make this bigger over here. Okay, to the left is NQ. To the right is ES. From this high across, it didn't purge the same liquidity as it did right here on the Nasdaq. So that's something that I want to see. Okay, that's an SMT in its own right. So it took that high, but ES didn't, and we're coming into a fair value gap right here on the 1 hour for ES. So something to observe right here. Keep an eye closely between the two markets, ES and NQ. You did have an SMT on the hourly. Something to look at right here. If we do come up, bust it. Okay, if we come up into this area, especially if we draw our Fibonacci from the high to the low and look at the 50% range. Okay, so right now it did bump up on ES to a premium. Very interesting area to watch. How does it react off of this area? We're on the 1 hour. So right now it's hands off for me. It's truly hands off until we start seeing something really unfold. The thing that's got me stumped, and I'll be honest with you, is that 4 hour. Is that 4 hour when it wicked that 25% of that imbalance on NQ? Yes, we are having a 1 hour SMT, but when you just came up and closed, especially right here, it's something we need to look out for. And if you want to look at the 4 hour here on the imbalance, so babysitting the 1 hour on ES, how does it react off of this imbalance? And then looking at the 4 hour on the Nasdaq, how is it we're going to react off of this? Let's look at the 4-hour here. Just look at it real quick. Yeah, even then, if you guys can hear a lawnmower in the background, that's my next door neighbor here. Surprisingly enough, if you want to get your microscope out, if you zoom in, both on 4-hour, see the highs right here. Make this a little smaller. Right here, it bumped its nose up and took out that buy side, and NASDAQ or ES couldn't even come close. Okay, it just started busting lower. So that's an SMT in its own right on the 4-hour. Tricky area. Really weird area we're in right now. We're coming up. We're closing imbalances. We're having SMTs on the higher time frames. We created this V bottom on ES, had an area of consolidation. So, okay, let's just draw this out. Had an area of consolidation right here. I can never find my tool, but here it is. Take away this. So that little V bottom area, that's something, and then it created that consolidation right there. This little down close candle before that up move is going to be our order block. And right here, if you can see, it touched that. So that's going to be that consolidation. Just like ICT says, it's that consolidation. Okay. It's the expansion. It's the retracement. And they can go back to expansion. So see what I'm saying? It's a weird area. So, okay, yeah, sure. Created the V bottom. Came down. Could the SMT be just to get the market down to hit that order block? Very well could be. So, if we're in for bullish pricing, this is where it's all going to start, is from that order block on the 4-hour. That's for ES, but that's super clean though on ES. NASDAQ, I mean, look at NASDAQ, dude. NASDAQ, I mean, okay, had an area consolidation and then just kind of just dropped low. Tells me it doesn't really have time. Okay. Yeah, ES took out buy side, or NASDAQ took out buy side and then dropped. ES had to get there quick. See what I'm saying? It's just a really complicated area. We are still far away from that new week opening gap. Really, right there alone is telling me ES is bullish. Just how strong that is. If next week 6,336.50 is going to be, if price comes down to those areas, in my opinion, this is not financial advice, but if we start coming down to those areas, that's really going to signal a bearish movement in the market, especially if we reject this sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. Okay, so we're pricing it in for the buy side. Really, a really close area. This might be something in which we want to look at next week and just see it unfold. Look, if we make highs, we make highs. Okay, if we make highs, we make highs. Let's just see here too on these blocks. I mean, yeah, even then, it kind of came up to a premium. I was going to do something, but I forgot. What was I going to do? Oh, it's kind of important. What was I going to do? Oh, on the weekly, let's look at the weekly. Okay, so tomorrow morning, I just want to see how we react. Let's look here. Let's make sure we're all good here. Let's look at our, nope. Okay. So on our weekly, coming down to like a 0.2. Let's see what it did on the 15-minute. Okay, it did touch down It did drop itself down to the 30% level and the 20% level for like that TGI. Something we got to babysit. It's just really that order block on ES was super clean. NASDAQ is like super super pushy. So we're going to keep babysitting these markets. And until then, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.